Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all people who watch this video, especially the Honorable Lecturer of this English course, Dr. Wisnu Yunita, SPD MPD, and to all students of FK Unip Batch 2020. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Aulia Cita Diustari, as a medical student of Faculty of Medicine, Bengkulu University. In this video, I'm going to explain to you a little about a medical journal entitled Lowering Blood Pressure Effect of Atrium Prevalence or SARA-D and other treatment, feminist band or kumis kucing in mild and moderate hypertension. So there are 6 main points that I will explain to you guys. The first one is research background. The second one is the aim and then method, and then results, discussion, and the last one is conclusion. So we start from the research background. So the main reason why I choose this topic is because the disease. As we know, hypertension is an important risk factor for coronary heart disease. And for your information, based on several studies in Indonesia, they reported that there are hypertension prevalence in Indonesia range from 17% to 22%. It means that there are not a few hypertension sufferers in Indonesia. Even though the sufferer is so much, this disease can be cured in 2 ways. The first one is we have to change our lifestyle. Like we can sorting out our food, and if this way doesn't work, we can consume phytopharmaca, which contain Apium graveolens or SARA-D and Artemisinin feminist band or kumis kucing. Okay, next. The aim of this research is to evaluate the effectivity and side effects of those phytopharmaca towards hypertensive subjects. Okay, before go to the method, I'm going to explain you what is phytopharmaca. Actually, phytopharmaca is a development of traditional medicine. The basic difference between traditional medicine and phytopharmaca is the active chemical component on phytopharmaca is quantitatively known, whereas on the traditional medicine, the only known is source of extract. Furthermore, the other important things on phytopharmaca there are phase 1, 2, and 3 clinical trial evidence. On the other hand, the traditional medicine is based on empirical experiences or descendants' belief. Okay, so I did this research in Arya Monika Jarana Institute of Jakarta at 3rd July until 29 October 2001. The first step that I did was take the subject. There were originally 1800 subject population, but there were only 400 subjects suffered from high blood pressure. And then from the 400 subjects, there were only 160 eligible subjects. And then I divided them into 2 groups. The first group consumed phytopharmaca 3 by 250 milligram per day. And then the second group was consumed amlodipine 1 by 5 milligram per day and 2 by 1 placebo per day. Maybe some of you ask why I chose amlodipine for this research. So, amlodipine was selected for this research as the comparative drug because at present time this antihypertensive drug has been proved to control hypertension and calcium antagonist in widely used. So that's why we choose amlodipine. And then there are 3 important things that must be considered when doing this research. The first one is if within 2 weeks there was no blood pressure decrease, the doses increased into 2 by 2 capsules, which contain 250 milligram phytopharmaca and for amlodipine 1 by 10 milligram. And the second one, in case by increasing these doses there was no response, the respective subject was discontinued for this study and given taken a suitable antihypertensive drug. And then the last thing, subjects who meet the requirements to conduct the examination. Then they were given phytopharmaca or amlodipine 90 tablet or capsule and asked for a return visit the 15th day. This procedure is repeated every 2 weeks. After the subjects consumed phytopharmaca or amlodipine, the next step was doing comprehensive laboratory tests. These tests were performed at the beginning and at the end of the research. Okay, as you can see in my slide, there are 4 indicators, and then there are the amount of indicator, and then there are measurement methods that I use in this research. Okay, we come to the result of this research. Okay, I'll say the main result is there was no difference between beta-pharmaca and amlodipine to control mild and moderate hypertension. Why we can see in this 4 table. The first one is about systolic blood pressure. At the 12th week, the systolic blood pressure on the people who consumed beta-pharmaca is 139.15, and then for amlodipine it's 139.49. Okay, it means the difference is about 0.34. Table 4 is about diastolic blood pressure. It seems like before that there are no significant difference. You can see in the 12th week for the beta-pharmaca is 86.76, and then for amlodipine is 87.20. So the difference is less than 1. It's also same like table 5. There is no significant difference. The last table is about some side effects. From the table, we can conclude that the most common side effect is dizziness. Okay, we can see there are 14 people got dizzy from beta-pharmaca groups, and then 14 people got dizzy from amlodipine groups. Okay, maybe some of you ask why the subject is changed from before. It must be 80 per group, but now there are only 72 for beta-pharmaca groups and 74 amlodipine groups. So I will explain this. During the study period, there were 18 subjects discontinued the research. 8 subjects from beta-pharmaca, and then 10 subjects from amlodipine. There were several reasons why they discontinued this research, such as the first one is the subjects couldn't afford the side effects, and the second one, the subject felt that the medicines were not suitable, and then the third one, the subjects moved to other addresses and couldn't be followed out. So in this part, I'm gonna tell you that there are 3 important things about this research. The first one is Tensigard is a phytopharmaca consisted of extract of Apium graveolens or Saladri for 74% and extract for Araciphan staminis or Conis kucing for 11% and added with lactose, magnesium, stearate, and taxophone. The second thing is Apium graveolens leaves contains artery oil, protein, calcium, phosphate salt mineral, vitamin A, B, C, and then the stick leaf and the seed contain a pin and epigenin. And then the last thing is 1 capsule of Tensigard consisted of active substance of epigenin for 11.04 mg and Araciphan staminis band 8.4 mg. And then there are some results from the previous experiment. They are reported that the first one is epigenin has an effect for aorta vasorelaxation or vasodilatation among isolated threads by mechanism contraction inhibition by means of calcium release. And then the second one is epigenin has an effect to inhibit protein kinase C or has an effect protein kinase C inhibitor on right aorta. Then the last thing is Araciphan staminis extract contains MRC, and then this MRC has a vasodilator effect, lowering cardiac output. In addition, it has a diuresis effect. The last part is conclusion. Okay. From the explanation that I presented before, we can conclude that the trial reveals that the Veda pharmaca lowered systolic and diastolic blood pressure equivalent with amlodipine among mild and moderate hypertensive